It's your boy LexThomas21 and I'm back with another review for you guys. I'm here to review Spider-Man Homecoming, the first film in the MCU for Spider-Man, again introduced into the Spider-Man verse. Obviously he showed up in Civil War prior to this movie, and this movie actually takes place like 3 or 6 months after the events of Civil War, and it's basically about Spider-Man trying to come to terms of being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and also trying to figure out how he can become an Avenger. And there's a lot of dynamic between him and Iron Man, aka Tony Stark, and he's really trying to balance his life as being in high school as also with being in as a superhero as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man as well. And I'm going to give you guys my review. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Please slap that like button, please subscribe for more, and let's get into the review. Let's go. This film is directed by John Watts and is also starring Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Zendaya, and also Michael Keaton. Yes, Batman himself, Michael Keaton. And like I said, this movie is basically about Tom Holland plays a Spider-Man, and he basically just had to balance out how he can be Spider-Man and also how he can be Peter Parker at the same time. And the one thing I did love about this movie, that it's not an origin film. We already know that Tom Holland, Peter Parker, is Spider-Man already. Like I say, he got introduced in Civil War. Iron Man kind of recruited him to be a part of the team to basically try to fight Cap, and it turned out well. And Tony Stark said he's gonna call him when he needs him, and now basically the whole time Peter Parker, Spider-Man, is trying to contact him like, oh, when is the next project? When are we gonna do? And going into the character of Spider-Man, Tom Holland is spectacular as Spider-Man, no pun intended. I absolutely love him as Spider-Man and Peter Parker at the same time. And I love that he's a teenager in this film. I love that he's in high school. We got a couple of scenes in the other Spider-Man movies of him being in high school, but he wasn't in high school for a long time. But this movie really indulges in him being in high school. I love him and his dynamic between his best friend Ned. I love their camaraderie. I love their friendship. He also finds out that he is Spider-Man. I love that they just took that out, allowed him to just enjoy him being Spider-Man as well. He asked him a lot of questions about him being Spider-Man. It's really terrific. I think the actor who plays Ned is really great in this movie as well. He's really funny. That's the one thing I did love about this movie too, is the humor. The humor is really good in this film. I really found myself laughing. The tone of this movie, the director said he wanted a John Hughes type Spider-Man film, and it really does feel like a high school John Hughes film. It really does feel like that, and I did love that aspect of the movie as well. Going into the action is pretty okay in this movie. Some of the action sequences between Spider-Man and Vulture are really good in this movie as well. I love that this movie really feels like it's in the MCU, but also it feels like it's in its own separate thing. That's the one thing I did love about these MCU films, that it is in this greater universe, all these heroes around this world, but it does feel like it's just his own Spider-Man singular film. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get some nitpicks or negatives within this movie as well. There's a lot of things in this movie that they feel like they're like, it's really hard to explain. Some of the side characters I didn't really like that much. I didn't like the Flash character that much. He's really supposed to be like a bully, but he really doesn't feel like he's a bully. Like the Flash character, we know he's a big stocky guy, and the actor they got playing him, he's okay, but it's just not the Flash that I pictured for Flash. But the way actually the movie is presented, all these kids are like in this smart educational science type thing, and all the characters and all the kids are really smart or whatever. So I'm guessing that's the point of that, is that it's a different take on Flash. So that's really a nitpick for her. That's probably the only thing I really didn't like about this movie. Overall, I really enjoyed a lot of this film. Some of the action sequences, like I said, the end sequence with the plane is really good. Michael Keaton as Vulture is a big standout in this film. He really does bring a lot to the character. It's hard to see him play this character because he's also his Batman, and it's funny that he's playing Birdman, because you guys haven't seen, he has a movie called Birdman. It's funny because he's playing Vulture. So it just made sense that he actually played this character, but he's really good in this movie. Like I say, he really does have a threatening persona about himself, and I really did like that he brought that to the character, more of a grizzled thing. His character involves, he was helping clean up the events of the first Avengers, and he lost all his jobs. Him and all his workers lost their jobs because Tony Stark brought in his team to clean up the events so they can get all the stuff for the after the events of the first Avengers. And his idea was he was going to take all the technology and basically build his own weapons and sell them that way. And he's really doing a bad thing as well. So that's his storyline. And also to introduce Michelle, the Zendaya character, he's the MJ of the she's the MJ of this universe, but she's really Michelle. They kind of changed up the aspect. There's no Mary Jane Watson, which I did really like. It was really a different take on the different relationship that Peter is gonna have in his franchise, and I did like their little back and forth, whatever. She's like literally like lurking in the background the whole time. I'm really ready to see what they do with her in Far From Home, which I am gonna read Far From Home when it comes out. Overall, I did love the aspect of this movie. I did love everything about it. Like I said, I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He does a terrific job as Spider-Man. I'm ready to see what he has more to do in Far From Home. Like I said, I will be reviewing Far From Home. I just wanted to review this movie before Far From Home because I haven't reviewed this on my channel for some reason. I was reviewing all the MCU movies. Somehow I stopped doing it. I'm going to try to go back and review the rest of the MCU movies since I already did Endgame. And I got to review the other ones I missed. I'm probably missing like 3 or 4 movies that I haven't reviewed from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But like I said, I'm giving you my review for this. Like I said, I really did enjoy this movie. I really do. Like if you're really a Spider-Man fan, you should see this movie. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please slap that like button. Please subscribe for more. More reviews will be coming in the near future. Like I said, I will be reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home in this upcoming week. I haven't had time to see it because I've really been busy. I've really been working. And I won't be able to see it till Sunday. So that's probably when I will do my review for Spider-Man Far From Home. Hope you guys are ready for that. Like I said, please slap that like button. Please subscribe for more. Let me know what you thought of Spider-Man Homecoming in the comment section below. And I'm on this one, you guys. Peace.